So today let's complete the game. Right now what we have is a snake that doesn't really look much like a snake. We do have it moving, but these axes, they are kind of annoying. They serve their purpose to make us clearly see what's going on, but now right now I don't think that we need these axes anymore, or at least not in this form. Should be a little bit less annoying. Let's try using a dot instead. Okay, this looks much better. I could leave it blank like this, but I'm not sure what looks better. Let's go with this for now. Also, it will be much harder to see food now, so let's fix that. Let's make it an X instead. Yep, better. And now let's make the snake grow. Okay, so we are going to store the positions that the snake has been in. Instead of storing a single position, we are going to store multiple positions. The positions, they can actually be dynamic, but I'm not sure if I should start using vectors yet. For now, I'm just going to use an array, but do note that we should be using vectors here so that we can dynamically adjust the snake's length. For now, let's just use an array of size 60 into 25 because that's our screen size. So we want to shift each of the snake's positions by 1 on every update. Like if the snake moves forward, we want everything to shift in this array by 1 position ahead, so that the last position it is left empty. Let's say this is my snake, this is its head. On every move, this piece right here, it should move here, and this piece right here, it should move here, and so on. Every piece should move 1 position ahead, so that this empty space, this goes at the very end, it goes here. When this empty position goes here, we will assume that the snake has moved 1 position ahead. So let's implement that. First of all, we will initialize everything by -1, so that if there is a -1 here, we will assume that there is no snake here. Same for y. And at the start of the game, we want a single snake position. In this array, it will contain the position of the snake. The 0 of this array represents the head of the snake, and at the head we will store the x and y of the head. The head is at 0, 0. So yeah, in this condition here, we will have a loop. The loop can go at maximum 16 to 25, but we will break if we need. We want this new x and y to be placed at the head of the snake. The head of the snake is at 0, 0. We want these new positions to be at 0, 0. But 0, 0 is already occupied by the current head. We want to place a new head here. So let's say that these arrays, the 0, 0 index of these arrays, these contain the position of the head, which is 10, 10. And here the head will have a new position. Let's say it will be 11, 10. But we don't want to lose this position here, so we need to clear the space 0, 0 from backwards. We want to have a loop that creates an empty space at this position, so that we can place the new x and y here. So this loop needs to run from here, and we will skip anything that's -1. Continue the loop. This continue will move the loop to the next iteration. If this loop isn't true, we are inside the snake, and we want to shift everything by 1 position backwards. I'm just realizing something. We should be storing the tail of the snake as well, where the snake ends. We should be storing that as well. I'm going to create 2 more variables. Actually, only a single variable is needed. Let's call it tail index, and let's start it by 0. The tail is equal to the head, which is at the 0 position, and here we can just start by the tail. We don't need this code anymore, so we have added everything by 1 position, so that the head position is clear for us to store the snake's new head, which will be at x, y. The thing at the 0 index, it will be at 1, and the thing at 1 index, it will be at 2. Everything in this array, it is shifted 1 position ahead, so the head is now clear for us. We can store something at the head. So we stored the new position of the head at the head. And also, if we notice something, we shift everything by 1, right? If this is my snake, this piece should be here, this piece should be here, and this piece should be here. This is now 1 position behind, so technically the snake should extend 1 position behind instead. But this tail index is what we consider our snake to be ending at. So anything that's ahead of this tail index, it will not be considered by us at all. this might give us an error at the very end condition where the snake is complete. So for that I'm going to increase the count by 1. Don't worry about why this +1 is needed, but this should be good enough. So if our snake ends at, let's say, 9, our snake has a length of 9, so anything that's at 10 we will not draw at all. That 10th location, we will not consider it to be a part of our snake. It is irrelevant to us. There can be some garbage value at the 10th location. It won't be a concern to us. So we need to do the place character thing in a loop now. So we are getting the position of the current segment of the snake, and we are placing a node at that segment of the snake. We need to modify this logic as well. For this we are going to add an eat function inside the snake instead of having this code here. So for eat we are going to increase the tail index by 1, and also we are going to increase the score as well here. Now we need to be much careful about where we place this new bonus item. We don't want it to be placed inside the snake. That's not a very great idea. That will cause a huge problem for us. So we don't want this bullet to be placed inside the snake. We need to have a check here as well. So I'm going to create another function that will simply tell me if a position lies inside the snake. So I'm going to loop my snake, and I'm going to check if the position given to me is a segment of the snake. So we are going to have a do while here. So it will run for the first time, and then it will check if this position it is inside the snake. If it is, try this again, and if it is not inside the snake, then it is a good position. We can place this here, and that should work overall. I have an error here. The variable is positions here as well. And I forgot while here. The first thing I am concerned about is not seeing the food at all. Yeah, I don't understand how I missed this at all, because this is a very obvious mistake. This X is supposed to be the columns and this Y it is supposed to be rows, but what I am doing here is I am taking the modulus with rows here and I am taking the modulus with columns here. It should be opposite. I do not know how I missed this at all. Same goes here. Of course it's not going to draw if it's outside the screen. Yeah, we should be able to play. I see an issue where I can move inside my snake. I shouldn't be able to move inside my snake, but I'm not going to fix that. I am lazy. And there is also the problem where eating the tail of the snake does not actually kill it. But they are small things. I am not in a mood to fix all of that. You can do this. It is not very hard to fix that at all. It also seems to move much faster in the Y direction. If we change the font of the console, the snake should move much better. What I am saying is, if we had a font where the width of each character was equal to the height of each character, in that case we wouldn't be having this issue where the snake is moving much faster in the Y direction than in the X direction. And if I press any key, the game restarts. It still says you are dead, and we can remove this by doing a system clear or displaying a blank line at the end, but this is good enough for now.